Welcome back to QrepubliC. Today is August 16th, 2021, Monday. Our news highlights for today: stock futures decline after the Dow and S&P 500 set records. Futures, Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq traded in negative territory, and this came after a mostly positive trading week punctuated by closely watched economic data and corporate earnings. Investors digested mixed economic data last week. Inflation report, particularly in consumer prices, rose but less than expected in July. And Labor Department reported 375,000 jobless claims last week, matching estimates and declining for a third straight week. For other international headlines, Taliban seize presidential palace in Kabul as Western diplomats flee. Japan's Nikkei 225 falls nearly 2%. China economic data disappoints. China's retail sales growth slows more than expected in July. Japan's economy rebounds in second quarter but COVID clouds outlook. Game consoles were once banned in China. Now Chinese developers want a slice of the $49 billion pie. In other news for our local market, lockdown extension to weigh on stocks. Stock investors are likely to weigh whether to take advantage of falling prices or hold off purchases as uncertainties over the health crisis continue to take their toll on the economy. Our daily new COVID-19 case counts have averaged 10,785, higher than the preceding weeks, which is 8,699. If the daily new case counts remain elevated, it will raise expectations of the extension of the strict quarantine measures implemented in the country. With this, the market may still close the week in the negative territory according to FILRT. Chart-wise, the market support is now seen at the 6,100 range, while resistance is at 6,400 range. Moving average 50 has already crossed below its 200-day counterpart, forming a death cross, which is a bearish signal, implying a possible downtrend moving forward, FILRT added. For other local headlines, resilient BPO tenants sent FILInvest REIT profits up by 8%. More REIT IPOs in the pipeline, so the Gokongwei Group's RL Commercial REIT Incorporated will be the next to list on September 14, while MegaWorld's or MREIT is on September 30th. Bigger dividends await AREIT investors. The amount is 0.44 cents per share. The record date is on August 26 and the payment date is on September 10. PHA or Premier Horizon Alliance exercises put option right to sell shares to investors. For our PSEI today, we closed at 6,513.68. Though it is expected to have a bounce today, very surprising po ang ginawa ng market today as we have a gap up from the closing price last Friday and we went back sa ating key support at 6,400 range. And we have a quite volume indicating a positive sign that we are good sa ating key support. Kasi kung iisipin natin, dapat yung bounce na gagawin natin is at least malapit lang sa ating closing price last Friday. And if the selling pressure is really strong, dapat hindi tayo above average volume today. So our analyst sa ating news kanina once again speculated that our support will be at 6,100 range and resistance is at 6,400 range. So with the move that we made today, na-break natin yung resistance nila with a strong bullish candlestick and above average volume. Although, yung death cross na note nila, which is yung moving average 50, crossing down our moving average 200, kasi dito sa chart natin, exponential moving average yung gamit natin o yung EMA. So, kung itong moving average 50 and moving average 200 indicator yung titingnan natin, cross down siya talaga. So if you are going to check naman yung ating net foreign indicator today, 1.86 billion pesos withdrawal tayo. So muling lumakas yung ating selling pressure when it comes to the net foreign indicator. COVID-19 is still a big issue, so we really need to be careful with our decisions, especially when buying shares. Kaya naman very important talaga na sa key support tayo bumibili ng shares para magkagulatan man ng pagbaba ng prices, nasa safe area tayo, especially sa galawan ng ating market na PSEI. So more on positioning yung magandang strategy sa kanya, kasi kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng pagtaas or magandang paggalaw, mostly hindi siya nasusustain at bababa rin kagad. Kundi naman is magfa-flatline siya or magko-consolidate for quite some time. So mapag-iiwanan tayo. Hence, sayang yung opportunity. So maganda talagang positioning yung ating maging strategy kay PSEI. On this instance, mirroring to our held stocks as of the moment, especially sa mga stocks na listed kay PSEI, kung nakaposition tayo at 6,400 range, we can hold our shares. Pero kung ang position natin is 6,500 pataas, we have to monitor the upcoming candlesticks if we can maintain the 6,400 level. If not, then most likely bababa tayo at 6,100. So you may want to revisit your trading plan kapag ka nangyari yun. So let us continue in learning and let us all be wiser than we are yesterday. For dito CME, highlight lang po ulit natin yung importance ng pagkuha ng shares on key support. For this stock, dito po siya, or yung key support natin is at 7.19 area. Kung dyan po tayo na kumuha nung panahong nagko-consolidate si dito CME, we are on the safe position, especially hindi nagmaterialize yung kanyang uptrend channel in the short term at tumamlay ulit yung kanyang momentum. Measuring our gain from 7.19 till our closing today, gain pa rin tayo ng at least 5%. And on this instance, mas lamang na magandang i-take natin yung ating gain dahil 4 trading days na tayong red and fear emotions may arise, so magkukontinue pa yung ating selling pressure. Hence, hindi natin siya in-speculate na tataas as of the moment, so might as well take the gain. Then let's check again yung 7.19 kung pwede siya muli maging key support or bababa pa tayo sa ating lower border bandang 6.30 area. For FILRT REIT, nasabi po natin on its debut na it seems na approve sa market yung kanyang IPO price na 7 pesos dahil on its first day, we closed above the IPO price. So, 7.02, 7.03. And yung low natin at that day is just a hair from IPO price. So, mga 6.97 lang siya. And today, tumaas na tayo at 7.58 pesos. So, good job po sa mga nag-avail sa kanyang IPO and still holding itong si FILRT as of the moment. So, sa mga holders natin or sa mga holders on 7 peso range, you may continue to observe and hold the shares that you are currently holding. Sa mga papasok pa lang po kay FILRT, I would suggest na wag muna. Measuring yung gain natin from the first day up until today, nasa around 8% na rin po yan. So we may experience a decline tomorrow and then consolidation on the following days. For now, 7 peso pa rin po yung ating key support. So dyan po magandang bumili ng shares in case magbumaba tayo. And as of the moment, medyo nasa mataas na price tayo. So hindi wiser kumuha ng shares sa kanya sa ngayon. So more on observation po muna tayo. For PHA, 4 trading days na tayong red sa kanya and mas naging bearish candlestick pa tayo today. Weak momentum and low volume pa rin po tayo and nasa lower middle pa rin tayo ng ating downtrend channel nagtitrade. Although nasa key support tayo as of the moment, our indicators are saying that we have a high chance to go down on the next key support at 0.90 area. So, iwasan po muna natin bumili. kay PHA on its current range. For Apollo Global, ongoing na po yung ating FOO sa kanya with the amount of 0.08 cents. So it will run up to August 19 and will be listed on the 31st of August. Although dito sa ating chart, nasa key support tayo 0.10 range, nasa 15% downside pa rin po yan if we are going to measure it up or it down going to the 0.08 area. So kagaya nga ng nasabi natin last time, it is better to join the FOO kung plan naman talaga natin bumili kay Apollo Global rather than buying on its current range. Especially puro bearish candlestick yung ating nakikita and above average ang ating volume. Hence, malakas yung kanyang selling pressure. For DDMPR, sobrang tamlay pa rin po ng ating galaw. Weak momentum and low volume pa rin po tayo. And nire-evaluate po natin yung ating chart kay DDMPR and currently, nasa key support po tayo at 1.77 with a resistance of 1.92 range. Meron din tayong possible na makapagpa-activate or makapagpagalaw kay DDMPR sa ngayon, which is yung ating dividend that has an ex-date of August 25. Ang first sign natin na maaring mag-active or maging active or gumanda yung galaw ni DDMPR is yung ating volume today, which is above average. Second, yung consolidation natin at our key support at 1.77 range. So, if ever, maganda naman po kumuha ng shares on its current area as we can see initial rise of momentum. So, kumbaga yung mga indicators natin ay maganda and nandito po tayo ngayon sa kanyang key support. For AC Energy, mas gumanda or tumibay pa po yung ating key support at 8.80 area. Ganon din naman po yung ating uptrend channel sa kanya. So, very good strategy if dyan po tayo kumuha ng ating shares dyan sa ating key support as we now have at least 4% gain from that key support. So, momentarily, pwede naman tayo kumuha ng share sa kanya as we have a strong key support and an uptrend channel. Pero we have to bear in mind na ang pinakamaganda pa rin na area kung saan tayo pwedeng bumili ng shares is at 8.80 area. So kung tayo yung tipo ng tao na nawawalan kaagad ng pag-asa pag bumababa yung ating stocks, more on test buy lang muna yung pwede natin gawin dito kay ACEN Energy. Yeah, especially kung papasok ka pa lang sa kanya. Then average down at 8.80 area if ever man bumaba pa siya. Pero overall, good stock itong si ACEN Energy. Part siya ng PSEI and marami tayong nababasang projects niya and maganda yung support ng ating mga foreigns. Base na nga rin po sa ating net foreign indicator. So more on hold and adding of shares strategically yung pwede natin gawin kay ACEN Energy. For Converge, we are currently consolidating at 27 peso area. Meron din tayong na-observe na panghihina ng kanyang momentum as we are almost touching our moving average 9. So kumbaga parang ilang araw na rin tayong nag-consolidate, hindi tayo umakit sa kanya. Pero we are still rooting for Converge na magkakaroon ng magandang paggalaw and chance na gumawa ulit tayo ng record high kasi from this uptrend channel na break nga po natin yan. Plus meron tayong magandang net income sa kanya. So more on hold yung pwede natin gawing strategy kay Converge. Pero if we are looking for a good area kung saan magandang pumasok, sa key support po natin yan at 25.12 range, dyan pa rin po tayo magandang tumingin. And due to the weak momentum na na-observe natin, more on test buy muna yung pwede natin gawin on its current range kasi any moment pwedeng mag-cross down yung ating moving average 9 sa kanyang price or yung price natin pwedeng bumaba dyan sa moving average 9 due to weak momentum. So ibig sabihin may chance na bumaba yung ating price. For Globe, very good move tayo today. We are making our third darvas box And itong ating key support at 1,968 range, strong. So good strategy po yung pag-add at our key support. So this has happened despite na ex-date ng ating dividend today. So naging maganda pa rin po yung ating paggalaw dito kay Globe. So sadya pong isa sa magandang pag-investan nitong si Globe kasi more on investors yung ma-encounter natin sa kanya. So more on hold po tayo kay Globe as we have a good momentum and we can add some shares as well strategically. But then again, sa key support pa rin magandang bumili lagi ng shares for better position. So lagi pa rin maghinay-hinay sa pagbili. For PLDT, the other way naman po yung nangyari sa kanya. Ex-date din po ng ating dividend today. Gap down naman siya pero bullish candlestick pa rin yung ating performance today. We are still on the sideways move and nasa lower range pa rin tayo. And kung we are going to be meticulous, we are maintaining itong ating 1,250 level. Kumbaga hindi na tayo bumababa dyan. So malapit naman yan sa ating closing price today. So pwede naman tayo mag-add ng shares if by any chance. More on hold din po yung pwede natin gawin dito kay PLDT. And looking forward tayo for a possible TP area at 1,330 as there is a chance na magtuloy pa yung ating sideways. Halimbawa, ma-reach natin yung 1,330, pwede tayong ma-block dyan and then mag-dip ulit tayo eventually sa 1,224. But of course, we would still need to re-evaluate itong si Globe on that time kung ano yung makikita natin sa ating mga indicators. For Merimart, tuluyan na pong tumamlay yung kanyang momentum at hindi na po natin natuloy yung ating uptrend channel. So dito natin makikita ulit yung kahalagahan ng pagkuha ng shares on its key support. So halimbawa man nasa 3.47 area tayo nakakuha ng shares, around 2% pa lang ang ating nagiging loss o yung negative natin kumpara sa mga humabol nung tumaas yung price ni Merimart. And on this point, there's a high chance na magtuloy pa tayo pababa at 3.13 range. Since we are trading below moving averages and na-breakdown na natin yung ating key support and above average yung volume natin today. So hence, malakas yung ating selling pressure. So depending on our trading plan, we can do a cut loss, if not entirely, at least half ng ating position para if ever man tumaas is may hawak ka pa rin kay Merimart pero pag bumaba, pwede natin siyang i-repurchase or mag-average down at 3.13 range should we see good indicators at that time. For MRC, weak momentum and low volume pa rin po tayo. Tuluyan po muling tumamlay yung kanyang momentum. Doji candlestick din po tayo today and balik tayo at 0.28 range. As of the moment, we can observe first kasi wala pa tayo nakikitang good indicators na pwedeng magsabi na magiging strong itong ating 0.28 area. Also, our moving average 9 is now pointing down. Pag nagtuloy pa yung ating weak momentum, ang moving average 9 natin is magbe-breakdown din dito sa ating 0.28 area. Pag gayon po yung nangyari, ayan na po yung ating magiging resistance. So unfortunately, mas lamang yung red flags na nakikita natin sa kanya. So mas maganda maging on the side muna para if ever man hindi matuloy itong maging good support itong si 0.28, we can look forward on the next one. For Ayala Land, our uptrend channel is still intact and on the other perspective, meron din tayong malaking sideways channel sa kanya. Both perspective, we are on the good area kasi nasa bandang lower area or baba tayo ng ating mga borders. Now, generally speaking, weak momentum tayo as we are trading below moving averages and average volume lang din yung nare-receive natin dito kay Ayala Land. Hence, nabablock din po kagad tayo dito sa ating moving average 9. Although nasa magandang area na tayo, however, there is still a high chance na bumaba ulit tayo sa 30 peso range considering our weak momentum. Pero in any case, we are seeing 30 peso strong support naman, so we can still hold our shares. Then we can also add some shares strategically. So in any case na bumaba pa siya sa 30 pesos, halimbawa nakabili na tayo dyan sa 32, good to hold pa rin naman siya. And then, if ever man na ma-breakdown pa natin yung 30 peso and bumaba tayo sa 26 area kagaya nung nangyari nung March, pati na rin September last year, 2020, and yung average natin is kunyari nasa bandang 30 peso area, I would say na it is still okay kasi hindi naman tayo nagtatagal dyan sa area na yan. Kumbaga mataas pa rin yung possible na aakyat kagad siya at 30 peso area. So if ever lang naman ma-break natin itong key support natin at 30 pesos, so at least meron na tayo kagad possible plan if by any chance. For AREIT, during our high today, we created a new record high. And yun nga lang, malakas yung ating selling pressure base na nga rin po sa ginawa nating type of candlestick today, pati sa ating above average volume today. Although, we may still see a good move kay AREIT in the coming days due to its cash dividend that has an ex-date of 23rd August, if ngayon pa lang tayo bibili ng shares is medyo hindi safe as we are in the middle of our support and resistance. 34.90 range po yung nakita natin magandang key support. So, ibig sabihin dyan magandang kumuha ng shares. And ingat lang po tayo sa possible dividend play kasi sabihin man natin na tumaas siya, itong si AREIT, pero there is a chance on its ex-date is mag-gap down tayo, then balik yung price natin at 34.90 area. Kaya naman po, yan yung ating nakikitang safe side.
And that's it for today. Kung nagustuhan niyo po itong video na ito, please don't forget to like it and share it as well para mapagbigay insights din po tayo sa iba. And also, kung meron po kayong additional information or thoughts dito sa review na to, comment nyo lang po yan para makatulong din po or makapagbigay information din po tayo sa iba. At sa inyo po na gustong magpa-review ng kanilang mga stocks, comment nyo lang din po yan para maisama po natin sa ating next session. And sa mga bago po nanonood ng video na ito, don't forget to subscribe para lagi po kayo maging updated sa mga bagong videos na nilalabas po natin. Maraming salamat po. I'll see you soon. QRepubliC.